Well, hello, everybody. Sorry for the bright lighting. It's kind of awkward. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Frankie Tan. Oh, Frankie B. Everybody's been knowing me for the past 33 years. We go down to 34 years. Just good old Frankie. But anyway, welcome to the show. I think this is going to be next to the last show in this little mini studio setup in my apartment. We're going to talk about Avatar, top 10, top 5. Did anybody see the new Paramount Plus commercial? Stallone is hanging from a statue, actually a big bedrock of his face and the side of a mountain hanging in there, and you see Captain Pike and one of the characters from Lower Decks. It's like, kind of like a greatest hits of what's playing on Paramount Plus. Really cute commercial. More Star Trek news. Star Wars coming around the corner. Um, I got the book over here. I don't know if you can see that. Phase of Set and Stun is a book that came out back in 19, it's 20, 22. A little tongue tied there. But anyway, so we got a bunch of news here to cover, okay? But first, let's give you the update. Um, of what's going to happen with the Manhattan Neighborhood, the mothership, Manhattan Neighborhood Network, MNN.org. It's official. We producers, we got invited. They're doing beta testing. They invited for a special screening, special invitation to do beta testing for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And the reason was they delayed the project because they had some equipment, they had some in studio problems, and they got some new equipment. They really upgraded to 4K. It's already HD, now they went to 4K, and we visited the new studios on 38th Street. If you go to the website or just type in MNN at 38th Street, or go to the website, mnn.org, and you scroll down, you see MNN at 38th Street. You see all the pictures and what the studio is going to be about. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to take pictures of certain studios, mainly because they weren't invited producers. Certain producers got invited. I was one of them. I was the first session out of four. And they want us to go in there and test better. Now, because of the new equipment, I'm going into AI, artificial intelligence, which means that this little studio is going to be, well, I might use that every now and then to do a little promo or something like that. But the studio in the living room is almost done. I had to get one final piece of equipment, and I don't have it here. No, actually, it's a brand new camera, and that's in HD. Right now. I'm using the camera on the laptop, which really sucks. Okay, that's the old day. So, and but it's still old-fashioned film grain. But this is gonna be the last of it. Okay. But anyway, so this new studio is gonna be the show at home, music, and AI. Okay, you'll see more about that. We only got like 25 minutes for this show. This has to go uploaded for the mothership. Okay. Unfortunately, this is the first weekend in February, and this show will premiere Valentine's weekend. And then, of course, the new Marvel movies coming out, Ant Man. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. So that is the latest news. Eminem, we're gonna start doing shows over there. We're probably gonna do a show with podcasting. Another thing we're working on, green screen. It's gonna be a different kind of green screen, believe it or not. It's a different big ass studio that they're gonna have. Uh, we're gonna do the beta testing 4 to 6 weeks, and I'll be giving you updates on this website on YouTube. Don't forget, if you're looking at this on a Saturday, 5 p.m., Valentine's weekend, and this is for the mothership, Manhattan Neighborhood Network.org, Saturdays at 5 p.m. But I'm also talking to YouTubers at the YouTube page at Video Line Express YouTube. Okay, I got what we got? We got Instagram, we got Pinterest, we got SoundCloud, and TikTok. I'm going to expand on all that this springtime. It has to do, with the better tasting. You're gonna be seeing that. But anyway, so let's get right back to the topic. Okay, that's what's been happening. So everything's going to premiere in spring for sure. Okay. In the meantime, it's official. Avatar. That's right. My beloved Avatar. Got my shirt. We're gonna wait for what 5 hour cut that's gonna come out because we want to know what happened to everybody at the end there. It was just Jake and the Quaritch, whatever his name is. I can never pronounce that name right. But anyway, Mano Mano fight at the end. We're gonna be talking more about the movie once the Blu-ray 4K comes out, but it's official. It is the fourth biggest picture of all time. Now I got a snapshot over here. I'll do the show before I put the PIPs, but they're somewhere around here, sharing the screen with me. And if you can see, one of the shots I got up here, we went to see it opening Monday, opening weekend. That was the Thursday. They were showing it at 7 o'clock at night. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We went the fifth day. Okay, and there was nobody there. We're going. Is this movie going to be a hit or what? And because of the weather, because of the holidays, it was a slow crawl. It finally made the top 10 all time in the U.S. Okay, box office history is at number 10. It might make it to number 9. It's right behind Titanic. Titanic is going to be released in 3D in the next month or two, and it's going to make another 100 million. Now, worldwide, it is number 4. Right now, it's the fifth. Well, it's in the top 5. The only picture to do over $2 billion. It's the number of the fourth picture. So James Cameron, a three-time Academy Award winner, has 3 pictures in the top 10. He's going to go down in history as the only person in filmmaking history to do that. Not even Spielberg or Lucas could do that. Okay, so it is at number 4. It's tagging right behind Titanic. Titanic's going to be released in 3D worldwide. It'll probably make another 100 million. So Avatar number 2, number 4 of all time, which means it's going to clear the way for Avatar number 3 to clear the top 10 next time for the next go around. People are asking me, do you think anything's going to make a couple of pictures might make $1 million? Yeah, I think so. Um, but most of it is disappointments. I'm saving that for another show. The only one I'm looking to is Super Mario Brothers. Now, this is in relation to why did Megan do so good? A Man Called Otto did pretty good considering it was an independent film, and of course Avatar is because they were all originals. Okay, now Avatar I know it's something that was a sequel to something over 10 years ago. So was Top Gun of something over 30 years ago. But the whole point is, it's not a sequel of something from a year or 2 years ago, like Ant Man. We had it 2 years ago. Here comes another Ant Man, and it's funny because during that in that theater, it was completely empty. Finally, about 15 minutes later, the movie came out. 10 people showed up. It was pretty empty though. That was scary. We didn't think the movie would be in the top 5. Now, Quantum, whatever the hell is Ant Man 3, and they had the 3D version and for the trailer, and I don't know something about it. It's going to do a lot of money. It is selling out in the 3D seats. They are showing in the 3D. But if you go to 2D, it's not selling out whatsoever. Go to Fandango, you can see it for yourself. It just flatline. Is any pictures going to make $1 million? We're going to save that for another thing, for another show. Okay, we're going to go back to that. Now, moving on. With that being said, what's the next thing I want to do? I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I had a script, but screw it. Because it is Saturday deadline. I got about 2 hours to put the show in. So, um, we saw the Star Trek trailer. I think that was pretty cool. Um, we are looking forward to this Mandalorian. They got Bad Batch playing 12 episodes. They got to cut down to 8 episodes, and I think this should be the last year. They want to come back for another year. Concentrate on Mandalorian. They want to concentrate more on Bad Batch, Star Wars Bad Batch. I want to continue more on that. Concentrate on Mandalorian, and they said it's going to be the last year. Bad move. That do they know what they're doing? No. Okay. But then again, they're going to get stuck. They're still stuck with Kathleen Kennedy there. Her contract's not over until after Indiana Jones. I'm going to have another segment called Train Wrecks. And this is number 1 with a bullet. Indiana Jones and the Crystal shit. Indiana Jones and the search for a better title. Dial testing. Right? Garbage. They went back and edited to the point where the character, what's the name? Actress Flea. She's been really cut down in the movie, and they're redoing the ending again for the millionth time. That's a big disaster right there. That and Fast 10. They're introducing 5 brand new characters. Why? That's not necessary. Okay. So I'm just talking random. Okay, let me see what time I got. I got 10 minutes. Whoa, I figured I'd be the halfway point. Okay, so I did put a 10-minute segment on YouTube only because the last show on Mothership was a repeat. I missed the deadline. So, I'm repeating a couple things from that if you didn't see it. This is for Eminem fans, okay? So, um, but I will start doing little mini segments on YouTube in between these big shows. These are the big ones, okay? If you get 30 minutes ahead of time, that means this shows specifically for Manhattan Neighborhood Network for the mothership. If I do a little segment of 10, 15 minutes, that's for YouTube fans, because the show is only twice a month. And coming in the summer, it's going to be once a month. So that means I'll be able to do things more at home. Okay. Now, in that little mini segment, I did say about the Oscars. Now, Golden Globe, I called it. Okay. Steven Spielberg, Best Director, Best Picture, Fablemans. Okay. That's going to be the predictions. Now, everybody say, Cate Blanche for Best Actress. No, I think Michelle Yeoh deserves it. Now, that's what I want to see. I want to see inside, well, everything, everywhere. I want to see that movie to win all the awards, basically. I think Spielberg and Fablemans are going to get those top two. But everything else is going to go to everything, 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 everywhere. You never get that title right. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about, guys. But that's going to be a special segment all by itself. That's going to be in March. Just before the Oscars, I'll break down everything in my predictions. I'm just going to name maybe like about 10 of the predictions. There's one thing I did not talk about, and that is animation. Um, that thing about that Pinocchio, that's like the third, fourth remake. Now, I got a problem with the Toro doing that. Mainly because that kind of style of animations, claymation or stop motion animation. Well, remember the guys who did? I don't have. I should have pulled out the DVD. Oh fuck. Okay, next time. Chicken Run. Well, it's in Gromit. Mighty Togsty, the Gromit. Anyway, the guy and his dog, right? Well, those guys. Okay, the guy who originally he passed away, but his family and his studio still continues. We're gonna get a brand new Chicken Run. I don't want to be a chicken pot pie. You remember that one? That's a cute line from Chicken Run. Day of the Nuggets or something like that. So that style is still being celebrated, and that's good. So I don't mind the nomination, but that's one film I have to say. It's called Sea Beast. That got nominated, and that is the best animated movie of the year as far as I'm concerned. It was on Netflix. I saw it in the summer. I never got a chance to review it. That still is my favorite. You got it, especially the ending when they go back to the town and you see all the castles and all the mansions and everything. Oh, the graphic is fantastic, and I'm glad it got nominated, and that deserves for best animation. But I will go more detail because how about Turning Red? There's a big kaiju moment in that film. That one of the ants, she's got like 4 or 5 ants, and one of them turns into a big giant kaiju. Sea Beast in the middle of the movie. This red beast rescues the kid and the pirate, and they get confronted by this big giant purple kind of crab thing. I don't know, and it's a great moment, great CG, and it's a big kaiju moment. Okay. Now, of course, a lot of people say you haven't mentioned Godzilla yet. Oh yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around. Uh, Toho is thinking, or might be in pre-production of having their own Godzilla. We're getting the American Godzilla, Godzilla versus Kong, the sequel, and there's, there's rumors about Space Godzilla and all that. We'll get to that. And Netflix is going to have its own animated King Kong. There's rumors of an animated Gamera. That'd be nice to see in the live action. And of course, Godzilla Apple TV. That's going to get his own segment. I forgot to mention one thing. One of my favorite films of all time, talking about Oscars. I'm gonna bring that up in Oscars. But in Avatar, James Cameron said that whole family thing, that whole family dynamics, which everybody on the planet can relate to, and that was based on two things: The Godfather and The Sopranos. And so I'm going to be doing something very special. I got my Funko Pops Vito Corleone, Don't forget the cannolis. Yes, yes, yes. I love this film. One of my favorite all time. Yes, I did get Michael, and I got Sonny Corleone somewhere around here. Is that him? No, that's Captain Kirk. I got another Funko Pop over here. Okay, let me show that. And I said at the beginning of the show, don't forget to tune in to that commercial. It's playing on YouTube, Apple Plus. Captain Kirk, of course, the new Star Trek Strange Worlds. Is that the name of it? Yeah. I'm looking for Lower Decks. That is hysterical. Lower Decks and one episode with Captain Pike. They're going to make that together. It's going to be cartoon animation with the live action. That's different. And those are two good shows. Discovery, pull the plug already. Okay? Now, there's rumors of. Okay, I'm gonna let me talk a little bit of studio because everybody wants to know about what I think about James Gunn. What do you think about the whole thing about that? Okay, hold on. Apple rumored that there was interest in buying Star Trek because Paramount right now is a little bit tight with the money and they're thinking maybe about selling that property. This is between streaming wars and stuff like that. Anyway, as far as they're concerned, is that um, if they do buy Apple TV, they should. I mean, if Apple TV buys Star Trek, the whole IP, the whole franchise, they need to get rid of the main runners of Picard and Discovery, and that's Alex Kussman and Akiva Goldsman, who I saw in an Apple store doing an interview. Got nothing good to say. Don't say anything. Remember that quote about Will Smith said, "Pay your taxes, be nice, and keep Smith out of the speech." Anyway, um, yeah, I think that might be the best thing for Star Trek. Let Apple TV buy it. They got Godzilla. So they're thinking of top brands and top franchises. Amazon's got James Bond. They're not doing anything with it. There was supposed to be some international race car thing over in Europe. That didn't happen because it was just a plain bad idea, and they came out with a concept, which is playing on Amazon Prime. Um, Shirley Bassey and a couple other people showed up. Um, why Duran Duran didn't show up and do their song, I have no idea. 50-50. But you do see, uh, I forgot his name, Abbott, I believe. I forgot his name. Anyway, he actually played guitar during the James Bond theme. Um, Let me put it here. Let me point over here. Then I get to. I'm going to end with the James Bond. Now, there's something floating here. I made the cut because we might say if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it. Now, here's the other announcement. We're gonna go the whole year with this. Okay, I'm gonna be reviewing movies, talking about behind the scenes. I'm gonna have some guests. We got a nice little round table at the main studio, and I'm gonna have some background actors telling stories. Okay, but the thing is, would there be a contradiction? Me being in movies and TVs? Well, that could be a problem down the road, and that's why I'm thinking about moving direction. I did make an announcement about that because let's be realistic. This year is nothing but sequels, prequels, reboots, remakes. It's getting tiring, folks. I'll be honest with you. It's really getting tiring, and that's why, like, I'm going to be concentrating AI. The show will start focusing more on more original things. Now, for example, I got a clip here. Um, Kaleidoscope, Netflix. I made the cut. I'm feeding Giancarlo Esposito. Full circle. I did an interview with Mark Hamill 15 years ago, and I am doing a scene with Moff Gideon. Yes, a dream come true. And basically, I'm giving a sausage. The scene, the episode is called Violet. Every episode has a nickname like white, green, blue, pink. White is the last episode. This is episode number 6. It's called Violet, and it's in the first 10 minutes. And they're outside grabbing a bite, and I'm feeding them. Him and his co-star. And the camera was very nice. I'm in like 4 different angles. And I'm going to be expanding that and talking more about that. It's not bragging, it's surviving in this business, talking about background work. And would that interfere? Well, let's go to James Gunn. He announced all these all these brand new shows. Why Flash he considered the best superhero ever made, and he dissed Henry Cavill? I have no idea what's going on there. Batman, I like this one. Batman with a little guitar solo. I'll be talking more about these in the next couple of shows. Anyway, and all I can say is I was in Gotham in the TV show. The way it was edited, I didn't make the cut. But I got pictures of me being in that jailhouse with the big clock. I got pictures of that. And we worked a good 3 solid days. And I met, well, I didn't meet the Penguin, but I did meet the Riddler, nice guy. And they were recording, actually, they were filming, they were filming, oh, what's his name? Mine goes, whew, mine just went blank. Should I edit? No, just keep on going. Um, in the elevator, Jackson. That's right, 50 Cent Jackson. Going in the elevator, we just had lunch for the break. Getting back in the elevator, we have to go to the third floor where the sound stages are. He came in the elevator. Hey, guy, how you doing, man? Hey, nice to meet you. You too, man. What are you doing? I'm doing Gotham. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. So that was a nice treat meeting him. Really nice guy. 50 Cent Jackson. That's right. And anyway, so I got pictures of behind the scenes of Gotham. The good thing about James Gunn giving the okay on this is that he's a New Yorker. Don't forget, he came from Trauma Films, Trauma and Juliet, The Toxic Avenger. Remember those films? Lord Kaufman, Uncle Lloyd. That's right. Anyway, so he's got a background in filming in New York City. They did a lot of stuff for Trauma and Juliet was from Long Island. Anyway, so he's a New Yorker, so that means a lot of these shows are going to be filmed around New York. Also, they do a lot of filming in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, you want to be a background actor, that's a good chance to do it. Okay, just call the mayor's office. And say, hey, what do I sign up? But anyway, I'll be talking more of that on a couple of shows. Okay, for the mothership. I'll get more detail on that. Okay. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, link, comments, write. You want more information on this? Or you want me to explain in more detail, I will. Just let me know. Guide me. Help me on this, okay? Because I'm going to be going in different directions. But you let me know. Don't forget to comment or whatever. But the only thing I can say about James Gunn's idea for expanding the DC universe, work. A lot more work for people in this business. A lot of people were not working in the entertainment business because of the pandemic. He's creating jobs. Now, as far as Star Trek goes, the guys in charge there, they're doing one thing. They're creating jobs and they're expanding in that. That's the one good thing I can say on behalf of the people behind the scenes of Star Trek that are creating jobs. I'm in the other side of the field now. Do I have my union card? No, I don't have $3,000 on me, but I did get my ID. I did 3 union jobs and I got my ID, so I'm halfway there, which means that I can do major TV shows and movies. And I just did Law and Order a couple shows ago. Blink and you'll miss me. That's the running joke. Don't blink or you'll miss me. But that's the road I'm going. 35 years. About 2 years going to be. It's going to be 34 years. Next year is going to be at 35 years, and that's probably. And then the whole show is just going to turn as a behind the scenes production thing. A lot of it has to do with the music and behind the scenes and things like that. And that's the road that I'm going. But in the meantime, this year we're still going to do the movies and whatnot. Let me look at my time. Okay, I just ran out of time. Any last thoughts? Um, as far as the DC universe, James Gunn, got to give it to him. He's creating a lot of work. So whether you like the shows or not, the whole thing with Henry Cavill is just messed up. I don't get what the idea of a Flash. I just, you know what? Let it play out. Let's see how this, how it goes down, and we'll take it from there. Okay? I think that's about it. Anyway, like I said, around the corner, when the show goes on, we're gonna see the last of Groot. Oh, and man, it looks like fun, but let me tell you, you have to see it in 3D. I saw the commercial; it looks flat as hell. We saw the trailer opening up for Avatar, Way of the Water, and let me tell you, its special effects look fantastic. So I will give it that. It looked great in 3D. Again, if you don't see it in 3D, I'm, well, you saw the trailer. If you think you can see the movie in 2D, then have fun. What can I tell you? I was never a big Ant-Man fan, so the only scene I liked in the last movie, he just turned big with that whole scene with the ferry. That was pretty cool. Besides that, eh. Anyway, let me shoot this off. for the deadline for Manhattan Neighborhood Network, like I said, if you see little short things on YouTube, that's at home, and those are little updates and little news posts and stuff. If you see a 30-minute thing here posted, that means it's for the mothership. So that's how you know the difference. I would do more snippets because those little snippets that you can see, the 5-10 minute little things, I'm going to premiere the new studio. Once I hook up that camera, we're going to go ahead. And man, you're going to see a lot of this stuff. You got to see how much stuff I got of this. I don't know what happened. But anyway, guys, it was fun talking to you guys, okay? Um, I'll try to get the names and titles a little bit better next time. But anyway, thanks for tuning in again. Please subscribe or give the likes, okay? Because we will be expanding this springtime. I have to. I'm on the contract now. Now that expanded the studio, boom! I got to make sure I deliver. Um, but any comments, any questions? Feel free. Um, and this is the time to say, if you want to get into business as a background actor, this is the time to do it. Thanks to streaming. That's another topic I'm going to have once we go live back in the mothership. But streaming over box office, yeah, that's a big topic because streaming is has a lot of jobs available. You'll be surprised, more than the cinemas, and that's the way we follow. Okay, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you in the next show. Okay, take care. Be safe.